I think you've got an idea that I'm a bulk person. I buy it in bulk. It makes it easier rather than just buying it bit by bit. I just don't do that, you know. And then also, now these are some of the main meals, okay? And these are most of the things that we eat anyway. Every single day when I serve my children their dinner or their lunch, I always make them have their favorite vegetables. Because today I guess I want to be bodybuilder. Look, this water right here, and I filter it with some it's called binchotan. The charcoal, £25 from Amazon, and you filter your water with it, and it will last you up to 6 months, sisters. I always make sure I pair up what we're gonna eat it with. So cassava leaf and rice, binch and rice, you know, chicken breast and wraps, you know, like that. Amazing. Love it, love it. Asalamu alaikum, dear sisters. How you all doing? I hope you all are well and good. Welcome back to the channel. So today is part 3 of our meal prepping series. So today I want to take you guys through some of the ways I serve the food to my family, and really talk about how meal prepping has been such a game changer for us, and also show you guys some of the bulk things that I buy to make things easy. I buy rice in bulk, I buy the pasta in bulk and the flour in bulk. I even have chapati flour in bulk as well. It just makes it so much easier rather than just buying it all the time. So if you want to find out, inshallah, stay tuned. So if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 already, I would really advise you to go and watch it. But basically, the first stage is obviously you do your shopping, you know, you make your list and then you go do shopping. One thing that I would advise as well, some sisters that don't drive obviously can't do big shopping like the way I do, so you can order online. The reason why I don't order online is because I've had bad experiences ordering online. Sometimes I'll order certain things and then they'll bring me something different, and sometimes they won't bring all my orders. So I just said, you know what, forget this. I'm just going to go to the supermarket and pick up the things that I need to pick up. And of course, when you're going to the market like Brixton, I shop in Brixton, for example, you have to go there in person, obviously, because they don't do delivery. Maybe some of the shops do, but they don't. You have to go there and pick up the things that you need yourself. So that's the first stage. You do your shopping, and then after that you prepare, and then you cook, you know. Alhamdulillah, for me, what I do is I basically just cook all the sauce, and then, like, for example, the rice, the pasta, or whatever else we're gonna eat with the sauce, I cook it on the day, because I don't know, I just prefer it fresh, and also because it doesn't take much time. For example, I have a rice cooker, so all I need to do is just wash the rice and then put it in the rice cooker, and that's it. And then when it comes to like cooking the pasta, it doesn't take long to cook pasta, you know. So all of these things, they're like low effort, you know. So I like to do it on the day. And sometimes I'll probably prep it for, like, you know, to last me for 2 days, but not more than that. I've never actually prepped rice before though. I don't know, maybe that's something that I might try out, because I mean, for me, I'm just looking for things that'll make my life easier. And before I tell you guys how we eat our food, I just want to show you guys some of my bulk things and how I store them. As you can see, this is my kitchen. I have a small kitchen, however, it's just good for me. It works perfectly for me and everything, alhamdulillah. So what I do, alhamdulillah, I'm quite good at storing things. I'm quite good at, you know, finding space and all of that, you know. So I've been able to like store my bulk shopping in a really nice corner, to be honest with you, behind the door. So anyways, let me show you guys my pasta. So I store my pasta in this storage box. I get like I think it's 5 kg from either Asda or Sainsbury's, and I store it in here and it works perfectly. I hope you guys can see. So this is my chapati flour. I'm not going to buy chapati flour again, because when you buy the flour, it's not the same kind of chapati. Like, I love like the Kenyan chapati. My sister, she's half Kenyan, so once she visited us and then she made chapati and we fell in love, and I kind of learned how to make chapati. So then I decided to just get the chapati flour. However, it's not the same. It's not the same when you just start from fresh, you use plain flour and so on. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So when this finish, I'm not going to buy it again. I'm just going to make it with the normal flour. So I got my bulk chapati flour. This one might take a minute for me to lift up because I could show you guys, but I want to lift it up. Good exercise for me. So I buy my rice as well in bulk. This time round, I bought 20 kg. I know, because I just found that it was much cheaper to buy 20 kg. And where I'm from, we eat a lot of rice. I'm a rice person, and alhamdulillah, my children as well, they eat rice. So buying 20 kg rice was just perfect. Like, I knew it wasn't going to go off or nothing like that, because I've had rice last me for weeks and nothing's happened to it. As long as I've kept it in a safe, storage box, everything has been okay. So this 20 kg rice is going to last me a very long time. I don't want to put a date to it yet, but when it finishes, I'm going to update you guys again, inshallah ta'ala, hopefully when I do my next meal prep. But it's going to last me probably, I really want to say it's going to last me 5 months. I really do, but we'll see anyway, inshallah, because we don't eat that much rice. I'll show you the cup that we use when I'm basically cooking the rice for the day. Good exercise. So this is the rice. Oh, can you guys see me? I hope so, because I can't really tell, to be honest with you. This is it. This is my 20 kg rice in bulk. It just makes life easier. Who wants to be buying rice in those little packets every single time? Not me. Like, even growing up, we never really bought the rice, like in those little packets. We bought it in like the 5 kg bags, to be honest with you. This was the first time I bought the 20 kg bag, and alhamdulillah, and this rice is the first time I'm trying it. It's the Layla rice. I've never tried it before. I actually just bought it accidentally because I'm not somebody who, no rice like that. If I see rice, as long as it's basmati rice, I'm going to buy it. So this one, I bought it by accident and I'm in love. I don't think I'm ever going to buy any other rice again. So this is the Layla rice. I'll insert a picture of the one that I'm talking about. This one is the best. I absolutely love this one. So that's that. These are like our main food. I don't buy the potatoes in bulk at all because we usually eat potatoes as well. I just usually just buy, if I know we're going to eat potatoes that week, I'll just buy, like the small packet of potatoes. What else do we eat? Like for our main food, like fufu, for example, we eat fufu. I just buy the packet. I don't need to buy a bulk of fufu because we don't cook fufu all the time at all. However, what I do buy in bulk as well, I buy the gari in bulk. But right now we don't have gari. And I store it up here. Let me get it. Hold on. Where's the step? But you know what? I don't even hit this step. Oh. Bismillah. So I buy the semolina and one of them is semolina and one of them is cornmeal. They're both really fine. I think this is the cornmeal and this is the semolina. So what I've recently started doing, I've basically cooked semolina fufu. I learned it from my sister, which has been really, really amazing. So I got this packet here. There's something up there as well. I think it's the gari, but I store them in this bag. I got these bags from Temu and I just thought they were really, really handy, and it just makes my life so much easier. Alhamdulillah. What else do I buy in bulk? I buy the onions in bulk because we really, really love onions, and especially love onions because me and my children, we drink red onion tea. So I'm going to tell you guys about that, inshallah. Very good for your health, very good for your gut. So we drink it. As soon as we wake up in the morning, we drink our onion tea, and I buy that in bulk as well, like 10 kg of that, and it lasts a long time. Alhamdulillah, I haven't found any problems with the onions going off or anything like that. I think you've got an idea that I'm a bulk person. I buy it in bulk. It makes it easier rather than just buying it bit by bit. I just don't do that, And then also, now, these are some of the main meals, okay? And these are most of the things that we eat anyway. Okay, so now you know that I basically have all of these things in bulk. What I do when I need to serve my family that week, mostly Sundays, Sundays is like my reset day. Sundays is where I go in the freezer. I have this basket, which is actually from the freezer, actually. Where is it? Let me get it. This basket is actually from the freezer. Sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. But right now, I don't need it in the freezer. So what I do, I basically get all the meals that we're going to be eating for the week. So I ask the children, what would you like to eat this week? So they'll tell me. They already know what we have. So then I'll go and pick them out, put everything here in the basket. Sometimes they may want to have chips, they may want to have nuggets. I take it out from the deep freezer and then I move it to like my normal fridge freezer right here in the kitchen. And so like for the proper meals, like cassava leaf or stew, I just leave it in the fridge and then it slowly defrosts. And when we need it for the next day or something, it's ready. And yeah, so that's the first stage, alhamdulillah. And that's how I take it out of the deep freezer, because I don't go in the deep freezer all the time. I aim to go in the deep freezer like every 3 days, because when I take the meals out, I don't take meals to last for 7 days because I just feel like it might go off, so I don't do it. So I'll just take food every 3 days. So I'll go in my deep freezer every 3 days for that. So yeah, alhamdulillah, that's that. So now how I serve this food to my family. So basically for breakfast, we just have simple things. You know, sometimes the kids have cereals, but not so much. I'm really trying to cut down the cereals for the children because of the sugar levels in cereals. So cereals is like a treat for my kids. Not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it's just every so often. But most of our main meals for breakfast, we have semolina or cornmeal. I make it into porridge and they eat it that way. Or Quaker oats. They like the oats as well for breakfast. So these are like our go-to breakfast. And sometimes once a week, I'll have what we called warm breakfast, where I'll fry some eggs, I'll make plantain, I'll fry some potatoes and make like a proper rich West African breakfast kind of thing. But it happen all the time. I would say this happen at least twice a month, where I will basically go all out and all of that. And also the children really love boiled eggs, so I also buy the eggs in bulk. I buy like eggs, I think it's 160 in the pack. I know, I buy it from JJ's store. So if you've seen my previous video, you will see that I shop in JJ's. So I buy the eggs in bulk as well, because the kids, they really love eggs. They love it boiled, they love it scrambled, they love it omelette, they love it, you know. So that's what I would usually give them for breakfast. So for lunch, to be honest, most times, especially because we are like outdoorsy family, we're always out, so I'll just make a quick sandwich. Literally, tuna sandwich, that's our go-to. You know, all the times tuna sandwich, and the kids are okay with that. And then sometimes I'll make like chicken slices, and that's fine because we're on the go, we're outside, so I don't need to make big meals, you know. But on the day that we're home and we're not going anywhere, that's where I'll serve the cassava leaf, the stew, for lunch instead. So we'll have like big lunch you know, instead of big dinner kind of thing. So that we'll have that. And then for dinner, usually it's whatever I got, the freezer foods, you know, that's what would be for dinner. But that's when like we've spent the whole day outside and we're hungry, we come home and we want to have like a big dinner. But most times the freezer foods, I try to make it like for lunch, because I try to give the family big lunch instead, kind of thing. So yeah, so that's how I basically kind of like serve the food to my family. So the cassava leaves, it goes with rice. I've never seen anyone eat cassava leaf with anything else, unless they don't have rice. But cassava leaf goes with rice. And then we have beans and rice. So in Sierra Leone, we call it binch. I know that sounds like something else, binch. But binch, we eat it with rice. You can eat it by itself. You can eat it with what else? You can eat it with potatoes. Like, beans go with a lot of stuff. I really love beans. Like, I recall when my grandma, may Allah have mercy upon her, used to make beans. It literally was the best beans ever. It just tastes different. Like, it just, you know, when older people cook, their food is original, you know. And then I also make lentils. So for example, the lentil soup, I make chapati. So you see the chapati flour? So if we're having lentils that day, I will make the chapati fresh. And for example, okra, I also made okra, and the okra we eat it with fufu. So on the day I cook the fufu, you know. I don't know who puts fufu in the freezer. I've never seen anybody do it. And I'm not gonna disrespect my tradition and my West Africans like that. I will not put fufu in the freezer. I mean, like, cooked fufu, like obviously the one that's not cooked, you know, for longer shelf life, you'll keep it in the freezer. But to cook fufu and put it in the freezer, I respect West Africans enough not to ever do that. And then also, oh, we love suya. Subhanallah, I love suya. But you know what goes well with suya? If you know, you know. Fried yam. You know where I'm from, in Sierra Leone, we do not fry yam. I've never seen anyone in Freetown fry yam. Like, I didn't see it, you know, from where I'm from anyway. Maybe they do it. Maybe they do it now. I don't know. So I went to a sister's house. She fried the yam for me. Hello. Why did I come home the next day and I made myself some fried yam? It's so good. And also another sister, she's Tanzanian though, Allahumma barik. When I went to her house one time, she fried me some cassava. We don't fry cassava in Sierra Leone. We roast it and we boil it. I haven't seen anybody fry cassava. When she fried it for me, I'm like, what is this gorgeousness? So I fry cassava now as well. So I will do the fried cassava and the fry yam, and then we eat that with suya, banging, and obviously with some vegetables and things like that. And love chickpeas as well. So the chickpeas, we eat paratha. I know I'm not saying it right, I'm sorry, my Asian peoples. So we love parathas. I can't make parathas from scratch, unfortunately, and I think I don't really want to learn, so I'm okay with just buying like frozen parathas from either Asda or Sainsbury's. And the kids love parathas. I love parathas. Parathas is like my favorite. When I tried parathas, I'm like, yeah, this is good. Since then, we love it. You know, my family really, really love parathas. And then obviously the peanut soup, it goes with the rice. And then I made maragi. So maragi goes with chapati, and I love that so much. So I think you kind of have an idea now, you know. So when I do create the meals, I always make sure I pair up what we're going to eat it with. So cassava leaf and rice, binch and rice, you know, chicken breast and wraps, you know, like that. Amazing. Love it, love it, love it. So organized and so useful and so beneficial for my family, and I just really love that. And I just really want as many sisters as possible to do meal prep. You don't have to do it like me. I know a lot of sisters might not have the storage space, they might not have, you know, freezer, but just do something little. Even if you make enough meals to just stay in the fridge to last you a few days, that's still something, you know. Especially for my single mothers, like seriously, like it makes so much difference. It gives you more time. I haven't been in this kitchen cooking, deep cooking like that. Yes, I'm here cooking, you know, the rice every single day and stuff like that, but it's all right, you know. It doesn't take too much work to wash the rice and put it in the rice cooker. It doesn't take too much work to put the pasta in, you know, and all of that. So please, sisters, I really want you to take this up, and I know a lot of sisters are doing it already, which I'm so happy about. It makes me so happy, thinking, yay, I've got a team of sisters out there who are already meal prepping and, you know, trying to make their life easy, etc, etc. So alhamdulillah. Now, I didn't mention any vegetables here because where I'm from, we don't really do vegetables like that. Not gonna lie, most of our food, we don't pair it up with vegetables. However, I'm different. So I have been able to like give my children vegetables from when they were young. I know a lot of children, when they go past the age of 5 or something, if they were not used to, you know, eating vegetables every single day, it takes a while for them to get used to it. But for me, I've been giving my children vegetables from when they were younger, so they're used to it now. Every single one of my child have their favorite vegetables. So what I try to do when I'm giving them vegetables with the meal, like there's certain meals from Sierra Leone that don't go with vegetables, that don't go with salads, you know. So the meals that do go with vegetables, I'll boil the vegetables, you know, chop up some carrots, mix vegetables. My kids really love broccoli. Quite recently, we got some Brussels sprouts. Somebody gave it to us, right? And I don't like to waste. So then I said to the kids, you know, let's make some Brussels sprouts. And I have experience with Brussels sprouts. When I tried it when I was a teenager, I didn't like it. But I said to the kids, okay, let's do it, you know. And when I tell you, when we tried it, we absolutely love it. So now Brussels sprouts is part of the vegetables that we eat. So every single day when I serve my children their dinner or their lunch, I always make them have their favorite vegetables, you know. And our go-to vegetables is broccoli, carrots, peas. These are our favorite ones anyway. But we do eat any kind of vegetables, alhamdulillah. So we have to incorporate that in the kids' food. So the final thing that I want to include in this last stage of the video, because I can't think of part 4. What would part 4 be? This is it. Is to filter your water. I've already done a video on how I also want my fellow sisters to filter their water at home, because I mean, come on, if you're eating all of this food, you need to drain it down with some water. And we are a water family. I do not give my children juice maybe once a week. Look at the juice. Look at this. Look how small this is. This is juice, concentrated, highly concentrated, of course. So once in a while, I'll treat my children and give them juice. But we are a water family. So I have this here. I'm going to show it to you. I could move the phone and show you, but I'm going to lift it because today I guess I want to be bodybuilder. Look, this water right here, and I filter it with some, it's called binchotan. I'm not saying it correctly because I know it's a Japanese word. Binchotan. Oh Lord. Let me find out what it's actually called because I like to pronounce things properly. But anyways, you get the point, yeah? I'm gonna find out what I think I said it close enough. The guy said binchotan. We're gonna go with binchotan. So, binchotan charcoal is made from solid wood, and this is how I filter the water with binchotan charcoal. And subhanallah, it saved me so much money because I'm a bottled water drinker. I don't drink tap water, subhanallah. So for the longest, I was wasting money on water. Listen, one day I decided to sit down and do the calculations of how much money I'm wasting on water, and subhanallah, it was a lot of money. So I was so happy when a sister introduced this to me about, let me say, 9 months ago. Alhamdulillah, this is how she filters the water, and it's been amazing. So this is tap water, and literally this binchotan, hold on, let me put it down. And literally this binchotan charcoal, it filters the water from chemicals, from, you know, sediments and impurities. And to be honest with you, yeah, because I was a bottled water drinker, so I knew the taste of tap water, like, quick, you know. Ever since I started filtering the water with this charcoal, the water don't taste, because it's tap water, the tap water don't taste like tap water no more, subhanallah. It just tastes like bottled water. I promise you, yeah. I don't know the difference now from the bottled water that I was previously drinking to the tap water that I'm filtering at home cheap. So this is so cheap, subhanallah. You can get it for £25, the charcoal, £25 from Amazon, and you filter your water with it, and it will last you up to 6 months, sisters. So what you really need to do, so basically every 6 weeks, they advise every 3 months, but I don't do it every 3 months, you know. I'm a rebel. So I basically boil the charcoal sticks every 6 weeks instead of every 3 months that they advise, because then, you know, if you boil it, you're getting rid of, you know, the bacteria that's collecting inside the charcoal kind of thing. So please start filtering your water like this. Obviously do your own research and stuff. And like I said, I did another video giving more details about this binchotan charcoal, and inshallah that video will be coming up soon, inshallah. If you have a water filter, you know, at home, alhamdulillah, big up you, sis. The water filter that I really like, if I can afford it, is the Berkey is gold. I just want Berkey so badly, like literally I've been wanting it for 2 years now. I went to a sister's house. I'm friendly, you know. I might have said when I started a YouTube channel that I didn't have friends, but I have people who invite me to their house sometimes, which is great, alhamdulillah. So every time I go to somebody's house, I always get inspired by something. So when I went to the sister's house, she had a Berkey, and I was so impressed. Allahumma barik. The water was just amazing. Even the taste of the water just tastes so brilliant, like Allahumma barik. So one day, inshallah, if I can afford a Berkey, I would get one. And the thing is, with a Berkey, you don't need electricity or nothing like that. And you don't even have to, like, you know, change the filter often. The filter lasts a very, very long time. So if you can afford a Berkey, get a Berkey. Otherwise, this is great. You know, it's just £25 for the charcoal. So that's about £50 a year to filter your water. And because this charcoal, it lasts 6 months, you know, alhamdulillah. So that's really it. That's really it with this meal prepping series and all of that. And of course, I'm gonna actually bring you guys back on my next meal prepping, what do I want to call it, extravaganza, because this is joy for me. I proper love it, you know. And inshallah next time I would actually show you guys the process of meal prepping, my meals and things like that, because for me, West African food is my, you know, my main food. I love West African food, particularly Sierra Leonean food, you know. I would love to learn how to cook other foods, other country food. Like, for example, my favorite cuisine is like South Asian, but I'm not going to cook South Asian meals. So when I want to eat South Asian food, I take myself to a South Asian restaurant, you know. And also I love Somali food. When I want to eat Somali food, either a Somali sister invites me and I go and enjoy some nice Somali food, or I go to a Somali restaurant, you know. So for me, Sierra Leonean food is what I know how to cook. I taught myself how to cook. That's a story time. That would be nice to tell, you know, because I remember when I was younger, when I used to cook, I never particularly loved it. But now look at me, Allahumma barik, you know, something that I didn't like when I was much younger. Now I feel like I'm thriving in, and I love it. And now I'm talking to you guys about it, and I'm trying to basically persuade you guys to start meal prepping, you know, and obviously start filtering your water at home as well. So
Hey sisters, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. So basically, I totally forgot to mention to you guys that I make snack box for my children as well. So every single day I put their favorite vegetables and fruits in a snack box with nuts. I don't give them crisps or biscuits anymore. If I'm going to give them biscuit, I usually just make it at home, but it's been a while since I made like homemade biscuit. I also give the children sauerkraut every single day because, you know, I'm working on our gut health and everything, and also we are planning to do the GAPS diet, but that's a video for another time, inshallah. And I make kefir at home as well, which is so easy, again for our gut health. I'm really trying to get into fermented foods, alhamdulillah. And then finally, I usually make myself sea moss, not all the time, but sea moss as a treat, because obviously we all know some of the benefits of sea moss. So alhamdulillah, these stuff I don't usually make large quantities of them at all because they're quite easy to make. Apart from my sauerkraut takes quite a lot of energy out of me, you know, but everything else, you know, it's easy, alhamdulillah. I'm also teaching my 8-year-old how to do the snack box, so inshallah soon she'll be just making it for themselves. Whatever they want, they can put it in there. And yeah, inshallah.
So anyway, sisters, I think you can tell by the tone of my voice and my excitement how excited I have been with this video and how happy I am doing this series and helping somebody out there, you know, alhamdulillah. So yeah, so that's it. So if you have any questions, any specific questions, please write them in the comments. I'm reading all the comments, you know. There's a very small community here, which I really love. So that means I get to see all my comments, alhamdulillah. So just write, ask me any questions or whatever. I'm here to answer them, inshallah. So if you've liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because I want you part of my community. I want you part of my village. My YouTube community is part of me and my children's village, and I'm just so blessed and so grateful to have you guys here. Thank you guys for watching, and inshallah I will see you guys in my next video. Assalamu alaikum.